They are in alphabetical order, which is unhinged in terms of a way to organize a map.
It's Filch's job alone to clean up all of Hogwarts.
The only muggle, or sorry, not muggle.
He's a squib.
He's a squib. Which again, we love that.
Another slur is the slur.
Another slur invented by JK Rowling. Queen of slurs.
Oh,
yeah. I think this is checkmate.
she teaches defense against the dark arts.
Yep. She doesn't teach anyone spells.
But wait, wasn't she like a headmaster at a different school?
No. She's in the Ministry of Magic.
Oh.
It's also very odd. Like, I understand the whole denying that Voldemort exists from the Ministry of Magic. Weird choice, but okay. The thing that confuses me is how they're trying to not teach kids spells for no reason. Especially considering that a lot of the defense against the dark arts spells so far have been like single specific use things. Like there's the Cornish pixie removal spell, like
the boggart thing.
The boggart thing. Like I don't think there's really harm in teaching kids how to get rid of a monster.
Yeah.
Like I understand not teaching them like combat spells, but they've never been taught combat spells really in class officially.
I think
the closest you got to it was
taught them how to fight.
Well, kind of. The closest we got to it was in actually Chamber of Secrets when the Snape and what's his name, Gilderoy Lockhart did the they did like a dueling class to teach kids how to defend themselves briefly, but like even that was kind of just I remember the instruction being like give it your all, basically, like whatever you've learned on the side. I think they kind of just assume students are gonna learn how to beat each other up outside of class,
and that also ties into the lack of wizarding ethics courses. It's like
what do you think, will it be Wingardium or will it be Depulso?
Because they definitely they learn like Stupefy and Expelliarmus and stuff, right? Which they learned in Charms, I guess, but they never learned any like combat stuff in Defense Against the Dark Arts, which is the one that you think would be.
Well, they definitely don't
also
learn
defense.
They don't learn Expelliarmus because Harry has to teach. Okay, so it was Depulso, and we're just seeing that there's nothing there. Okay. Harry has to, in this movie / book, Harry has to teach them Expelliarmus again.
Oh, because he has like the... No, that's not later, when he makes Dumbledore's army or whatever.
Yeah, this is the Dumbledore's army one. This is, honestly, I think one of my favorites. Okay, it's this one. I love, again, when we're talking about things that aren't puzzles but presented as if they are, this is just find the correct thing to...
Each one until... It's guess and check. It's not even...
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's not that one. Yeah, I think there's only one. And if there's more than one, we'll get it later, during the endless day, which is a very interesting solution to the you've finished the plot and you still want to do stuff, where you just simply get it's always daytime in Hogwarts. Oh, the other thing I don't want to have to do for the 100% is the secret passage portraits. Because the way you get them is you just simply find people to ask the password from. But it's almost impossible to do without the wiki because you just have to locate a specific student somewhere in the map.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here. We're learning.
Learning how to duel.
I like how he's backwards. I don't think that's supposed to happen. So left click is our utility spells and right click is our combat spells. Expelliarmus is the easiest one to do because it's a pull. Just like how the Depulso and Accio are the easiest out of the other ones. Yet again, the trend of us doing it 3 times and then the other character doing it once.
I'll say I'm glad that I didn't play this when I was younger, because I know the ones that I did play when I was younger, I played them at my grandma's house on my uncle's computer, who they had the mouse that had like the trackball
Oh, no.
on the side that you had to move with your thumb. You didn't move the mouse. You like rolled the trackball, and that would have been.
That would have been.
I mean, that was frustrating enough for me to play like the putt games and stuff.
Oh yeah,
which is what I was playing at that age. But
I remember playing this on like it was one of those mouses. It was back in the time when like you really needed a good trackpad, and we did not have that.
like before laser mice, when you had to actually take the ball out. And clean
No,
it,
it wasn't the
or-
ball. It was just a bad laser. Like I think it was back when you needed to make sure the surface was the right level of reflectivity, kind of
yeah.
to make sure it worked. And I think ours.
Back when I was using like a notebook or something because I didn't have a good mouse pad or the desk was too shiny, and I would have to try to find just the
I think
right
Malfoy just, like,
notebook or piece
showed
of
up.
paper to use. Stupefy can be used.
Oh yeah, see how he's just cast twice there?
Yeah. I also see how there's
Oh
a
sorry, I have to.
tree branch covering most of your view.
We just completely just annihilated that kid.
Yeah.
Well, it's because Stupefy is easy to cast over and over again because you just keep spinning in the circle while holding down the button. But yeah, I think it was one of those like holographic-ish mouse pads that had scratches in it. So then like sometimes you'd go over the scratch and it would like
Your
jitter.
cursor would just
Yeah. I do appreciate, as a kid, I thought this game was pretty long. I think probably because I got lost a lot. You can get through the whole plot of the movie in like an hour.
It's faster than the movie itself.
Yeah. Well, because we skip all of the plot.
No, I'm not giving Umbridge the satisfaction.
I also like, Harry just randomly decides in this movie to be annoying.
I was gonna say we are also treating this like a movie and that we are talking over it the whole time.
Yeah. Well, also, like, we don't know how copyright works, and I'm not gonna look it up, so... Oh, that's not the right thing. What do they want? Okay, we have to go to location. Find the library. They are in alphabetical order, which is unhinged in terms of a way to organize a map.
Well, but I don't know. In terms of a way to organize a menu, it makes sense.
Oh, going back to our idea of this being a nightmare of cardio, I want you to picture that even on your day off, okay, right? This is your minimum walking. You go down for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
You go to the library to study, which is on the opposite end of the school. And then you go back to the... Oh yeah, wizard chess. Get ready.
I'm saying it's basically they just snuck in basic training for their little wizard soldiers without them noticing.
Now, I'm sorry, I am going to play wizard chess because this is a feature that everyone was like, Hogwarts Legacy. I really hope it has this.
Isn't it just
It's
chess
literally just
with
chess.
animated pieces?
Yeah. I'm going to try to 3-move checkmate this person because I don't think the CPU is smart enough.
He actually knows chess moves.
Oh, I am doing it wrong, but I think it still will work.
Rip.
Yeah. I think this is checkmate.
Checkmate.
Yep.
That was 4 moves technically.
Yeah. I think I forget if there's multiple opponents to go against. I hope there's not.
Play wizard chess like you do.
You literally
200
only...
Wait, you just got 275 just for doing that?
Yeah.
The other before you were getting like 50 for hitting a statue.
Oh, this thing is annoying. So this person up here, you can't talk to...
This animated footage painting.
Yeah, you have to talk to them, but you have to get the chair over to them, I think. So we
200. Oh, 285 is your running total. Okay. Never mind. You did not get 285
Yeah.
all at once. Okay.
Welcome to...
Pack it in.
What?
Pack it in?
I don't know.
What? Is he hitting on you?
He might be.
Or is he complaining that you're trashing the common room?
Well, that's the
right
thing.
now?
I think this room is the most
What?
frustrating because there's like just too many things.
Hey, Death Nuts, I'm up here.
So in order to talk to this portrait, we have to get on a table, which is unhinged. Oh, sorry. I can put the wood away, I guess.
You're trying to talk to this Quidditch person in the painting,
Yeah.
but you need to move the table, please.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. The way that pushing would be so much easier again.
There we go.
I've got a snitch of yours that you lost in here. Now I've managed to lose my snitch in one of the portraits right there. You find my snitch, I'll give you yours.
So,
Deal?
oh, he is hitting on you.
And then, can we? I think we can go up in here. Oh, but we have
How
to
is-
do Incendio there anyway.
That doesn't make sense. How
Oh,
is a snitch that Harry caught is in that painting now?
it's
What?
magic. Look at the great texture mapping on the edge of this thing.
Look, it was a product of a different time.
It is kind of eerie how like they did capture everyone's faces pretty well, but
I mean-
like also poorly.
For what? I mean, what year did this come out?
I have no clue.
Oh, the little booklets right here. Maybe I can find out.
Yeah, find some interesting facts for us. Oh, this is the other hell that is this game. Sometimes the stairs
Usually
just
have, like, a
decide to
copy.
move.
I have the address for Electronic Arts Inc.
Oh, that's good. Maybe we can send them a letter about this game.
Oh, get cheat codes in Game Hints by registering your game. Whoa.
If you need the cheat code for this game, I don't know how to help you.
I don't know, can you unlock Big Head Nerd?
Well, because the only
2007. Copyright 2007.
there
So
there
for
is a
2007, this is fine. This is fine for a game. This is pretty good.
yeah. There is a difficulty setting, but I think it only impacts like combat, I guess, which is like I don't know what else would be increased.
Wizard chess.
Oh, actually maybe.
You're playing against
But this
the
was on-
Grandmaster chess bot.
This was on normal. That was the normal chess difficulty.
Yeah, but it's the same as like the chess game on the computer where you put it on normal and you're fine, you put it on hard and it literally is like you're against the computer perfectly calculating every move.
Ready for a great panorama of these, I'm sure? Oh no, just kidding.
Did you get them all?
I did. The only other thing would be to talk to the portrait.
325.
I know, I can't wait till we see Myrtle again. Pardon me while I wiggle the mouse like crazy.
Whoa.
They really clipped the thing right into
the
there.
horse statue clipped through the top of it. And you know, that's probably just magic actually. It's
You're
probably
right. Oh, more paintings.
You have to
Again,
put
look,
that person
the
back
like...
together.
What?
You have to put that person back together.
Yeah, I think these usually unlock the Hogwarts ghosts. The insanity also, though, of everyone else ignoring this.
Who's this Friar Tuck?
I think it's Friar something.
Oh, isn't the Fat Friar is one of the ghosts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has two personality
I promise
traits, being
that-
fat and being a friar.
Oh, that's
He's
the
defined
other...
by them. Welcome to the world of JK.
Well, everyone needs a two-part name that describes their entire existence.
Yeah.
Do you see that light? Oh, I hit tap by accident. The lamp.
Yeah.
Some of those are unlit, and they all look the same. And you have to figure out which ones are unlit to then light them to get 100%. Even though they all look the same before and after.
The camera is truly doing you no favors in this.
You can't control it, also.
Yeah. It seems like an almost antagonistic force at this point.
Well, it's also like you have to question the game designers, like, why did they put this in a narrow hallway?
Yeah, look, they were... WB gave them a fat stack to put out a Harry Potter game by a deadline, alright?
Also, like, I don't know. I guess this is the most chill way to summon a ghost. Put up their picture. Oh, sorry, he's hungry.
He doesn't have
Okay.
anything to say, he literally just floats by you.
Well, we didn't talk to him, we just discovered him. You're not allowed to listen to the Fat
just
Friar, I
seems so-
discovered him first.
It just seems so arbitrary.
Oh, sorry. These are not interactable. Oh wait, look, you can clip. We can see through that pillar a little bit. That's fun.
Oh.
Um,
This is definitely a frustrating. Like we're talking about what's not a puzzle. How many times that like tapestry is the exact same tapestry, but sometimes you can interact with it and sometimes you can't. And to not make them different, are you gonna jump?
there's one or two puzzles that
Why do you need to
are.
climb up there?
There's one or two puzzles that are
you
like
injured?
just climb around.
The library.
Oh my.
I don't. Oh, I think it's on this side. Get ready for this
What, that you can
insanity.
jump? Oh, it is a platformer.
Yeah, it's just a very weird one.
Harry Potter does Assassin's Creed.
I mean, they did it first. I love that the
I don't know if they
footsteps
did.
still appear.
2007, did they do it first? I don't remember when the first Assassin's Creed came out.
Now, I'm hoping that this is actually. Oh, yeah. Okay, good.
I'm
Sometimes,
sorry, but a bat is not a new flying creature. We've been knowing.
sometimes you
about
go
bats.
on one of these side paths and it's actually an event that happens later, and you've just realized you wasted your time getting over here because you can't sprint while on the ledge. Also, like,
Obviously.
you would fall here. There's like some
Speak for
mist in
yourself.
the air. It's a little foggy.
Speak to yourself. You would fall there, maybe.
If you were holding on the way that Harry is, for sure.
I don't know. I've seen American Ninja Warrior.
That's, you know,
Wingardium Leviosa.
Those people's grip strength in their fingertips, insane.
I don't think Harry Potter's grip strength is that
These
good.
are not well placed statues from like an interior design perspective.
Oh, that is very true. Okay, sorry, I had to
Just
check with the footprints, which
Random
sometimes are ahead of us and some
alcove
are right.
with this weird statue in it, but also we covered it with the tapestry anyway. So,
Yeah, see, these lanterns definitely need to be lit.
and that needs to be fixed. I like how your friends got their wands out too.
Sometimes
Just to support you.
I think with Incendio, especially, they will like help you cast. Who said like I'm listening? Oh, it's because people are saying like Potter stinks or something at this point.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa!
you uncovered a Hogwarts crest.
Oh my god, it's beautiful. They are all exactly the same.
Completed discovery.
Do you like how
level
we've
three.
done literally nothing so far, but just by wandering, we've leveled up this much?
I think it might help that you know where all this stuff is already.
Myrtle, there are more things to see.
I'll say if I was playing this for the first time, I wouldn't have found any of that stuff because I wouldn't know to look for it. That's I guess the other thing is like again not a puzzle if it doesn't like help you know that something's there, right?
Wingardium
You
Leviosa.
just have to like arbitrarily choose to interact with something.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about this is, though, they didn't bother putting in any objects that aren't part of a puzzle. Which I guess I know
you
that.
think you have to place all these benches
Yeah.
with their corresponding symbol.
The pig statues, I think, talk to us, too. Which I think it's wild that they included effigies of cops in here, but... We'll see if that makes it into YouTube. But, like, I guess that, like, yeah...
You didn't even get all of them.
Well, there's gonna be 4 of them.
Oh, there's one for each house.
Yeah.
I see. 2 benches
I guess
and 1 hedge.
the other wild thing that I was just realizing, the whole leveling up thing also does pretty much nothing for you. Because while it does make your spells quote unquote more effective, what it does is double cast things at the same target. But if you're already casting a stupefy, like, the target will get stupefied in this game. There's not a, like... You never need to hit someone twice.
You also didn't need to hit that lady with the bench, but you did anyway.
That wasn't intentional, it's the motion controls.
You clocked her in the back of the head with the stone bench.
Whoa, a snake? Also, like, again, with puzzle that also fundamentally either fixes or destroys an area. Like, unless there's a meeting going on, I do not want all these benches in the middle of this courtyard.
You know what else it feels like? To use a term that I got from someone else's YouTube video. AGL, Artificial Game Lengtheners.
Yes.
Where...
That's the only type of puzzle in this game.
Yeah, like, it's just stuff to make you do things for a while. Like, there's no excitement.
This isn't
to
an
this.
engaging puzzle to you?
Well,
Match color to color?
it's engaging when you start it, and then you see 4 different colors, and then you see benches with corresponding colors, and you're like, sweet. But to have 2 of them,
Yep.
why? It's like, it's just to make it twice as long. Like, you already have figured it out. I match the colors, and I put them in the right spot. But to do it twice is just to arbitrarily, like, lengthen how long you have to spend on it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of games, even games nowadays, that will have stuff like that is just so they can kind of say, we have 300 hours of gameplay.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's stuff like this hallway. Like,
60 hours of it is you just repeating tasks that you did for 60 hours, but...
Yeah. By the way, I know the portrait here, the password is Flaming Earwig. Unfortunately, Harry doesn't canonically know that. So...
You can't get it.
I think we get it from covering up that eyeball, though.
Like you're...
Yeah, the funny thing is I didn't change what I was doing with the mouse at all that whole time. It just... Oh, sorry.
Oh, fixing those...
Fixing the summons tapestry.
Thank you.
My password is Flaming Earwigs.
Come through, quickly. Next time say, Flaming Earwigs.
Called it.
Did he just didn't like that painting looking at him?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you not going to go through?
No.
Oh.
I don't need to.
What's in there?
It goes to the grand staircase.
Oh.
The shortcuts are actually very useful because they do save you a lot of time, but...
I imagine.
Oh my god, get out of my way, girl.
Let's get to the library.
Oh my god,
This girl
Hermione.
wants
We've
to
been
get to
going there the whole time.
Okay. To be honest, if we were on our way to the library and you did all of this, I would be a bit annoyed with you. Just...
Look,
You know.
someone has to clean up Hogwarts. I'm pretty sure that's the Charms classroom, and
Yeah,
we get to
it's-
go in there once.
It's Filch's job alone to clean up all of Hogwarts.
The only Muggle, or sorry, not Muggle.
He's a squib.
He's a squib. Which again, we love that.
Another slur is the slur.
Another slur invented by JK Rowling. Queen of slurs.
Oh my. It's the like punchiness of it that gives it a bit of like slur character rather than just being a descriptive word.
I was disappointed. I saw a video that someone was saying that they basically, in response to the drama around Hogwarts Legacy and whether or not you support JK Rowling, their response was just, if they like something, they'll buy it. Regardless of the impact. And I was like, I feel like the real take is just that you're not impacting JK Rowling at all.
Well, here's my take.
She's rich already.
Here's my take on their take. If your take is just, well, if I like something, I'm gonna buy it, and I'm just gonna do what I want to do, just keep that take to yourself.
Yeah, yeah. Why are you posting a YouTube video about it?
Yeah. Why do you feel, what's the word? Like, motivated to tell other people about this? Like, if your take is in some way, shape, or form, I don't care what other people have to say or think about what I'm going to do, then that is not a take that you need to post online.
Sorry.
That's a personal thing.
I can't play you unless you were to beat him first.
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry, I can't ruin our quest by taking even more time yet.
She's too good at chess. She won't even look at the likes of you.
Well, yeah. In case anyone cares, my full take is just, if you care, maybe donate some money to a cause that supports trans youth, and still get the game. Because regardless, JK Rowling's overall net worth is not going to be impacted
by your
individual purchase. And you're more likely to end up just hurting the game studio.
Well, it's also to get, I don't know, to do what I want to do and expand something beyond the small scope.
Sorry, I think I have to
just
get this thing somehow. And
not buying a Harry Potter game is not the level of activism that people think it is.
Yeah.
And yelling at other people for buying a Harry Potter game is also not the level of activism that people think it is. Like, if you do want to be an activist, there's so many opportunities for you to participate in positive activism for the queer community, for the trans community specifically, for whoever you think is negatively impacted by these games or JK Rowling and her actions or whatever. There's like way better ways for you to engage in like countering that rather than just not participating. Because that's really what it is. Like, not buying the game is not activism because it's not active. It's very passive, and it's saying, I'm going to sit out and not do anything. I'm going to not support, which is not the same as doing something in opposition to.
Yes. And also, like, when we look at the grand scheme of things, JK Rowling is a much more public figure than a lot of people who own things that you might not realize you're contributing to. Like, someone like Jeff Bezos, you are giving money to every time you buy something. And I doubt that his views are better when it comes to the trans community than J.K. Rowling.
He just keeps his mouth shut.
Yeah, it's just he's not active on Twitter.
He's rich enough to know that he should keep his mouth shut about
Yeah. So, like, yeah. I think I might just need to get on this table normally. I apologize.
Why are you getting on this table? Go to the library already.
We're in the library.
Then do whatever Hermione wants you to do.
She wants me to get this book, which is up high. And we have to, like, Accio it, but we can't.
The monster book that was over on
No,
the
it's
table?
this one on top of the... Oh my god. I'm gonna scream.
Switch targets.
It's... I wish it was that easy. I remember this puzzle specifically driving me insane the first time I played it. Let's see what Hermione has to say about the matter.
How are you faring?
That's not Hermione.
There might be something we can stand on to cast at the book.
See, what
Do
can
you
we...
need to bring it into the room?
That's the thing I'm wondering.
Where's the book?
The book is on top of this thing. We just need to be, like, here.
Oh, that book.
Oh my god.
What? You just...
I guess I just got in its hitbox range or something. Oh, sorry, we have to do that whole thing again. It's gonna be one of those things where we just cheese it a few times.
Okay, go back. Artificial game lengtheners.
The fact that... Okay, what are the missions we've had to do so far? We had to find Hermione. And then we had to go to the library. What was the other place we went? I've already forgotten.
You went into the room of secrets or whatever, achievements.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't a mission, though.
Yeah, well, like, the game game lengthening stuff, it made sense in old school games, like, I'm talking retro games at this point. There was a reason that, like, Super Mario Bros. Was really difficult and, like, took a long time. It was because the amount of time it took them to develop a new game was several years, and they had to have the game be like, oh, I have to spend years to beat this game, because if I beat it too soon, there's nothing to play, and they no longer have interest in video games. Now, at this point, there's so many video games, like, just make shorter games. Sorry, but just do... Like, I played a game... that I got on Steam. It took me like an hour to beat it, and I was like, wow, that was fantastic. I 100% completed that game in like less than 3 hours.
Well, especially
And
if
I
we
was
talk
like,
about
this was
entertainment
fun.
time, like, I like to compare games to movies. Don't ask me why Harry keeps veering to the right. I am not doing that.
It's the Joy-Con drift.
but the Joy-Con
It's
drum.
getting everyone.
But if you compare to like the price of a movie, let's say you don't have a deal on tickets and you're going to see a movie that's new. It's probably going to be like, I don't know, $15 a person on average for
Closer to 20 these days.
closer to 20 these days, especially if you're getting something else. And that's like a 2.5 hour on average experience. So if you, for $60, get, what is that, like 7 hours out of a game, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't even think you really should measure games like that. Again, the value of experience is much different than that. But I see people getting mad at like Steam indie games for being too short when they're like an hour long, and it's like, you paid what, $5 for this?
Yeah. Well, I think there's also I think it's people being capitalism pilled and thinking that like the only justification for cost is time.
Mm-hmm.
That like, oh, if I spend this much money on a game, it has to be X amount of hours long, and that's just like the wrong approach to like where the value of a game is. It's like,
Well, it's
is
like
it fun and engaging? Did you have a good time? Maybe does it have some replayability or something like that? Like, rather than being, I need the game to be bigger and have like a huge map or open world, or I need it to be, 60 plus hours long. Like, I don't know. I want to move on to another game by that point.
Yeah. Well, I think the other thing is that it's a very...
Did you just learn Incendio?
Yes, from Hermione randomly here.
In the bathroom?
Yeah. I mean, people do the same thing with art, where they're like...
Sorry, this is kind of potty humor. Do you think anybody takes just like a massive dump in the bathroom and just like lights off an Incendio real quick?
So, fun fact...
Like how people used
I
to
learned-
keep matches in the bathroom for when you took a real... You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Fun fact, this is confirmed by JK. Wizards used to just go to the bathroom in their pants and then...
I told you this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they would just, what is it, the cleaning spell or whatever, and just clean it up. They would just shit in the street and just magic it away.
Which unhinged behavior.
Yeah, supposedly, like, the Muggle world had plumbing before the Wizarding world did, for some reason. Because they just, we'll just clean it up with our...
Don't ask me
magic.
what's happening with this insanity in the
What is... You keep saying that you're cleaning up Hogwarts, but most of the stuff I've seen you do has been trashing whatever room you're in.
It is interesting. I can't seem to light these ones, but I can do this, which is great.
Is that good somehow?
I don't know. Oh, but I was gonna say, like, people feel the same way about art, where, like, if you don't, if someone didn't spend enough time on a piece, for some reason we can open the Chamber of Secrets, I don't know why. But, like, oh, this person only spent half an hour on this piece of work, therefore it can't be worth this. And it's, like, such an insane way of looking at what is the culmination of so much other stuff.
Well, I had to remind a friend of mine about that who, they're a photographer and they would do stuff in Photoshop that I didn't know people could even do. And it would take them like 10 minutes to edit a photo and it'd look incredible. And
I guess I
they
just
were-
can't Incendio that. Insane.
I guess so.
Wanna look at the manual?
But just like because they could do it so quickly, they didn't think it was worth that much. And I had to remind them, like, you spent, how long have you been doing this? You've been doing photography for 4 years, and you've been working on this for that long to get good enough to do it in 10 minutes. Where someone who doesn't know what you know, it would take them 8 hours to do that.
Yeah.
Like, and so valuing your labor at the amount of time that it took you to learn it, as well as the amount of time that it took you to do it, because
was
you have
just a
expertise
circle.
that other people don't have. Non-combat spells. This is not a good way to
Incendio.
tell me this.
Okay.
Okay, I guess
They taught me wrong. I swear they had a circle.
Incendio is forward and backward.
Whew.
Reducto is a circle.
Now, I have a feeling, because Myrtle shows up here, I think we're not supposed to have achieved anything in between these 2 points.
You can Rictum Sempra. Or Rictus Sempra.
Rictus Sempra is the one that like makes them dance or
The
something.
tickling spell.
Tickling.
Really useful. Are you gonna make us take it back?
Library books are meant to be borrowed.
This book is useful. We learned the spell from it. Also, I'm sorry, why is Incendio in a thing? This also just points out the other flaw in the Harry Potter magic system, which is you just need to move your wand in a specific way and say a word to do any spell.
Here's my flaw in the magic system, just by reading what the spells are. Wingardium Leviosa can be used to lift and move an object. Levicorpus will levitate an object briefly in the air. Stupefy will stun an opponent, but Petrificus Totalis will paralyze an opponent. I'm sorry, but the redundancy in these spells is...
Wild.
Yeah. Depulso pushes, but Reducto smashes. What?
We've got to be able to defend ourselves.
Also, I thought Reducto made things smaller. Because isn't it reduce?
No,
Reducto?
it's like reduce it to ash. or
Reduce it to dust.
After this cutscene, we'll be wrapping up the video / maybe this is 2 videos? I have no idea.
I don't know.
We love recording for the first time.
Because if we're to have any chance...
But yeah, the next quest, which again, this will determine whether or not I want to do this, is literally just to find everyone on this map. You just have to go person by person and locate them.
The map is overexposed.
We need to find Neville.
Wait, how did you end up in the common room?
Don't worry about it. Look, so now the tasks are going to be replaced by just finding every person.
Which, you have the Marauders map, so is it literally just going to them? Like,
Yes,
no...
it's just exploring.
We love a
15%
puzzle
complete.
We love a puzzle that's actually just a task. Oh, that's like, I saw this thing on Twitter that was like, someone was talking about their coworkers figured out that they love, like, doing little puzzles, so they every time they ask them to do something, they phrase it as
a puzzle?
as if it's like a fun quest to do, rather than just being like a task.
Well, we're going to end it there. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to probably interact with this video.
Okay.
I can't stop recording until I exit the game because hotkeys do not work while in Harry Potter.